I can't afford any more lawsuits.
But it doesn't make sense. If it's called rear naked choke.
You're a liability, Skeeter.
I didn't lie once.
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's On Your Mark with Mark E. Xtreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the greatest wrestling podcast that's filled with fun, imagination, prizes, joy, music, candy, just things, rainbows, clouds, and smiles.
Okay, no, Skeeter, no, it's not. This podcast has none of that shit. If you're listening, if you're just tuning in for the first time, this podcast is full of cussing. It's full of blood and barbed wire and tits and minimal dicks. Because, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark Xtreme, 15 plus years, undefeated backyard wrestling entertainment champion and owner, and on top of all that, smooth ass, cool ass, sexy ass shit, I am the host of On Your Mark, and for the better part of 10 years, we have been rocking on YouTube, giving you the best shoot interviews, the best wrestling content that you could ever ask for. And you know what, recently we thought, why don't we take what we're doing over here and suck it and then spit it all over the podcast world? And that's why recently we started giving you the On Your Mark Wrestling Podcast. And each and every Wednesday via Dragon Wagon Radio, I, as with Skeeter, am diving into topics and giving you the best perspective and the most uncensored and hardcore look that you could ever get on certain topics, such as things like the Young Bucks and dumbass topics that Skeeter picks like freaking John Cena. And this week will be no different. And it is the On Your Mark Wrestling Podcast, the best podcast in the wrestling world.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. And hopefully we can get some rainbows in here too. And I'm Skyflyer. If
there's a goddamn rainbow that pops in this room, I will chop it down with the edge of my hand. God dang, yep. Hollywood.
Well, maybe we'll do an episode on him someday, but I learned under the learning tree where you learn, and Marky Xtreme said last week, Retribution wasn't a good episode to do. It was too new and there wasn't enough to talk about. You know, I think we did a great job.
You know what I think? This is what I think. You want my guttural real thoughts on this, Skeeter? I think that I'm a little pissed because I don't know if people that are listening saw my Twitter, but that dumbass T-Bore of Retribution decided to get a little salty with me on Twitter. But you know what? If you're listening right now, T-Bore, and I'm sure you are because you ain't got nothing else to do, then you can suck my white ass because you are a fucking jobber, and you know what? Retribution is failing just like your goddamn love life. I bang every night.
What did he say?
Let me pull up exactly what he said, Skeeter. He tramped his happy ass over to my Twitter, and he said something like, nobody cares, Mark, or yeah, nobody cares, Mark. You know what, T-Bore? Everybody cares versus what everybody cares about dumbass Retribution. That's what nobody cares about. Sorry, I'm just a little heated when people come into my property, Twitter, and decide they want to get salty with me.
Look, I understand. Look, it's controversial, and sometimes you talk about controversial things, but you didn't want to talk about something that was so new and so fresh, so I picked something really old. We're going to talk about Minoru Suzuki.
Well, pardon me, but I don't want to offend anybody, but who is that? Did Shinsuke Nakibabi get a new gimmick?
No, that he's a different man. These are different men.
Oh wait, I know what this is. But why did you pick? It's Kenzo Suzuki.
No. Kenzo Suzuki and Minoru Suzuki are two different people.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're different. That's like saying Shane
Prove
McMahon and Stephanie McMahon are the same man. They're different, man.
I haven't seen them in the same room at the same time.
The invasion.
Yeah. You know what I call that? Michael Bay special effects. This is a theory I've had for years, and I guarantee you that this is going to make the Dave Meltzerman headlines. Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, same fucking person. Stephanie McMahon, she goes out there with a wig on. Vince McMahon that's a genius businessman he is. He gets double bang for his buck.
Then why doesn't she jump off stuff too?
She does when she's Shane.
Oh.
You think those tits could be real? There ain't no fucking way.
Okay, this is a whole other episode in and of itself. That's a deep dive for another time, but that's an amazing theory right there. I'm excited.
Ain't a theory. That's a spoiler.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I guess that's a spoiler for the episode then, everybody, when that happens. Sorry. Spoiler alert.
Yep.
But before we get to Minoru Suzuki, we got a little business to take care of. So thanks to Dragon Wagon Radio for hosting this podcast where you can find this and other great podcasts on the network, and be sure to rate and review on Apple Podcasts. But the race is over. On your mark, 10K go. We got out of the gate. We ran around the track, and someone crossed the finish line because we got a winner.
That's right. And in case you missed last week's episode, and if you did, then I think you're an idiot. Go back and listen. But last week I announced that I've gotten impatient, and I'm sick of not getting my due where it's due, and we haven't hit 10,000 subscribers yet. So you know what? Christmas has come early, bitches, and we're picking the winner for 10.
Thank goodness that we didn't hit 10,000 subscribers, because my hand hurts because I had to write down. You made me write down each and every name of our subscribers, and then you put them in my hat. Now my hat doesn't fit the same because that was too many names.
Well, and I'm going to tell you right now, you took too dang long, Skeeter. I needed you to do some other of my errands, and you'd spent 3 whole days doing this one job. So you know what? I hate to do this right now, but you're fired.
What? But I did I wrote all the names out. We got a winner for the contest.
You can try to beg for your job back later in the episode. But yes, if you did listen last week, then I announced that I was impatient and we're going to give away the winner early. So Skeeter did draw a random name out of his stinky ass hat, and we have the winner right now. Give us a drum roll, Skeeter.
Bow, ba-down, bow, 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 ba-da-down, bow, ba-down, bow, ba-down. Chop it down with the edge of my hands.
Okay, stop. Nobody could do it better than Hulk Hogan. The winner of On Your Mark 10K Go and the free copy of WWE Battlegrounds goes to Minnow Films on YouTube, or Minio or Minnow Films. Either way, we'll be contacting you, sending you a message on YouTube to set up how to get you your copy of WWE Battlegrounds. Congratulations, Skid Mark.
Oh, that's very exciting. Congratulations. And who knows, maybe there'll be more contests in the future. So be sure you subscribe to the podcast, and then you'll never miss out on any opportunities. Because, should we give away a brass ring?
What? No, Skeeter, we shouldn't give away a goddamn brass ring, but you know what we should do, Skeeter, is give a shout out to the people that make this whole goddamn thing possible, our skid marks over at Patreon. And if you want to be a part of this prestigious list of people that get a shout out every week on our podcast, then march your happy ass on over to the On Your Mark Patreon page, patreon.com/OIM show, and join one of the tiers. We're giving out all kinds of exclusive, awesome shit. You can get these podcasts early. You can get all the replays of Question Mark Live, exclusive t-shirts, replica belts, and soon so much more. But the shout-outs this week are as follows: Dylan Hinton, Tim Redbeard, Spot the Magic Ninja, Liam McLeod, Rick Conley, Tom, Hillbilly Bryn, Angela Elias, Mr. Blix, and Miguel Diaz. Well, there you have it, Skeeter. Those are the skid marks, like I said, that make this whole podcast possible. Keep the roof over the backyard and the food on the table before I body slam bitches through it. Thank you guys so much for the continued support.
Minoru Suzuki was born on June 17th, 1968, in Yokohama, Kanagawa, Japan.
He's born in a restaurant?
Yeah, those places are great. I love those Yokohamas. Those are
Yokohama Beef Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. What's your favorite thing
The beef?
Oh, I like the vegetable bowl.
You bitch.
Suzuki trained in amateur wrestling since high school and in part inspired by Antonio Inoki and other professional wrestlers. And he won a stateside freestyle wrestling championship in Kanagawa Prefecture and also finished second nationwide as an Olympic alternative. And he had a background in kendo as well. So he's a great wrestler. He's almost an Olympian, and he's real good with kendo sticks. That's pretty.
I'm going to stop you right there. What about all that makes him a great wrestler?
He's a very strong, great Japanese wrestler. Well, he wrestles like that. He's a good wrestler because he was in Olympics. He's like Kurt Angle.
You know what all that makes me think is just a bunch of glitter on the titty fart. And you know what? You got to be born with it. I am born with it. I was born Xtreme. I was born Mark E. Xtreme. You can't go to school to learn it. You have to either be born with it or not. And all these wrestlers that, I'm an amateur wrestler. I'm a NCAA trophy winner. Blah, 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 blah. All that I hear is I gotta add a badge on this titty fart to make it look like there's a candle in it. Fuck that, man. Fuck this shit. You're either purebred, extreme, real shit, or you're just a fake. You're just fake.
Or Subway bread in Ireland.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I saw news about bread in Ireland, and it's not real bread.
Well, they don't have bread in Ireland.
Yeah, because Subway's there, and they don't make real bread. It's fake bread.
What do they make it out of?
I don't know. Potatoes, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, Suzuki trained at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo and made his pro wrestling debut on June 23rd, 1988 against Takayuki Izuoka. But soon after, left with catch wrestling mentor Yoshiaki Fujiwara for the newborn Universal Wrestling Federation. He joined Fujiwara's Pro Wrestling Fujiwara Gumi, but then left the organization to form a Pancrase, one of the first mixed martial arts organizations in the world.
Can you say all that one more time, Skeeter? Fuck me. What the? Jesus Christ. These poor people, and you're butchering their names. I'm sorry for anybody that we offended. I want everybody to know I take this very seriously, and I make sure that I don't get any names wrong. And Skeeter's out here offending a whole demographic of people. And Skeeter, you wonder why this podcast isn't doing better than it's doing. You wonder why we haven't got that dick pill money. It's because you're out here offending people.
I'm not trying to offend nobody. These names, it's just a lot of letters in these names.
Well, Skeeter, take a little bit extra time and make sure you get it right. Read it, sound it out, use your words.
I'm sorry.
Not every word. I'm talking about the Japanese names.
Oh, well, it's hard. If I don't hear it, then I don't know it. And I read it, so I don't hear it because I didn't say it. But now I heard it, so I know it, but I didn't read it.
That hurt my head.
Suzuki formed the Pancrase promotion.
Pancakes?
Have you heard of that? Yeah, is it Pancakes?
Yeah, the Pancakes promotion, very popular promotion in Japan. Yeah.
So did Suzuki start Pancakes before the New Day?
That is something I don't know. But if he did, he has a lawsuit on his hands.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's the gimmick infringing. You can't do that.
That's like, I could have years ago filed a lawsuit against the WWE for a first blood match. Because technically when I came out of my mama's vagina, I slipped and fell on the floor, busted my head open. I was bleeding within seconds of that vaginal birth. And that's when I knew I was born for this business. I had a first blood match at birth. So legally, technically, first blood match was created by me, Marky Xtreme.
Who were you wrestling?
I was wrestling I was wrestling get out of that fucking cooter.
Who's the referee?
The doctor.
Oh, is it Dr. Britt Baker, DMD?
No, I wish though. Shit.
In pancakes, I won't sound like an idiot. Suzuki amassed a huge winning streak of 7-0 and even defeated top pancake star Ken Shamrock.
Great.
Well, that's pretty impressive, right? He's Olympic alternative, and he's good at kendo sticks, and he beat Ken Shamrock.
Who hasn't, Skeeter? Ken Shamrock is a bitch. Who hasn't beat him? Fake ass. Oh, I'm UFC. Prove to me that UFC isn't staged. All that UFC shit is fake, just like amateur wrestling. The only real shit is the shit you see in backyard wrestling entertainment. The only real shit you see is in world wrestling entertainment. Professional wrestling is real. Everything else is fake. I've beaten Ken Shamrock.
You have?
Yeah.
When?
It was an unsanctioned match. I didn't tell you about it.
Why didn't you tell me about that? That's huge. That's huge news.
You don't know about all the matches I've had?
Why not? I want to.
Because I don't want to let you know everything I do.
Come on.
Stop whining, you little bitch. You're still fired.
What? How did you beat Ken Shamrock?
I was walking out of Applebee's. He was walking in. He gave me a look. And I said, "Don't look at me like that, motherfucker." and then he said, "You want to go?" And I said, I would fucking love to go with you, Ken Shamrock. So we went behind the Applebee's, and that motherfucker tried to kiss me.
What?
Yeah, and I said, I'm not about that. You can be about that. I am not judging you for liking boys. But then
I tried to kiss you, and you got real mad too.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. So he aggressively tried to kiss me, and he grabbed my pecker. And that's when I slapped him across the face and threw him in the dumpster. And then I therefore, right in that moment, I said, "This is a dumpster match," and I won.
That was Ken Shamrock for real? Are you sure?
Yes, it was 100% Ken Shamrock.
Did he try to put you in an ankle lock?
No, because I'm too fast.
Oh, well, Ken Shamrock does ankle locks. I don't know. I just want to make sure that was Ken Shamrock and not just some gentleman at Applebee's that you beat up.
No, it was not. Regardless of what the cameras and what the witnesses say, it was without a shadow of a doubt Ken Shamrock.
That's exciting. So you beat Ken Shamrock. Okay, so I can see how Minoru Suzuki beating him isn't as exciting then. Mark Xtreme, a lot of people consider the Japanese style of wrestling to be stiff. Do you think Japanese wrestling is too stiff?
No, I think everything could be stiffer. What my grandpa always said is the best things are things that are stiff. And, I live my life by that. And, that's the first thing I instill in Backyard Wrestling. And one of the first things I instill in day one in Backyard Wrestling Academy. And I say, everybody, look me in my eyes. I want you to get stiff today. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure by the end of the day, you are as stiff as you can be. Because wrestling is meant to be stiff. The best things in the world are meant to be stiff. So I think, they could be even stiffer.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a hot take right there. Suzuki in 1995 won the King of Pancakes. King of Pancakes to become the second ever King of Pancakes. That's pretty great right there, right? There's hardly anybody who's the King of Pancakes.
I mean, that's great. I mean, is this a title that is acknowledged in the wrestling, the annals of wrestling? Is this a real thing? I'm just somebody that I don't acknowledge championships and titles unless they're a real thing. You know what I mean? So is this a real thing?
I mean, I said it, so it has to be real, right?
Okay, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the product. I'm learning as we go here.
Marky Xtreme, do you know how to speak Japanese?
Depends on who's asking.
Skeeter Skyflyer.
Then no.
Oh, okay. Well, wait, what'd you say?
I spoke Japanese.
That was Japanese?
Yeah.
In that case, let's throw another name in the hat, which my hand already hurts. Minoru Suzuki could be your dad because he wrestled in the 80s.
Well, then I want to get some DNA, and I want Yoko Zubaz to do a taste test. You know, we're still waiting on those Hulk Hogan DNA taste results from Yoko. I don't know. Why is it taking so long, Skeeter?
Because he has a refined palate.
Oh, gotcha. Anyways, we're still waiting on those results, but I'd be happy to run a separate test with Kenzura Manuki.
Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah. I said that.
That'd be great. If he was your dad, that'd be great. Because he's real strong and he wrestles and he does a lot of chokes and stuff. I think it'd be a pretty big honor.
Yeah,
pretty big honor.
I mean, everything you've said so far, Japanese, strong, does chokes, it's lining up as a strong possibility for my father.
On March 10th, 2006, Suzuki made a surprise appearance in All Japan Pro Wrestling, attacking then Triple Crown Heavyweight Champion Satoshi Kojima after he just defended his title against the Great Muta. That's a pretty great way to debut in a place, right? You just attack the champion that just defended it.
Yeah. I mean, you go out there, make a name for yourself. You know, you got to do what you got to do. You know, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, they invaded WCW. They started the NWO and they had to do what they had to do not just for them, but their family. You know, so I don't know if Kenzura Malakaluki has a family, but you know, if I had a child and one day I hope that I have 6, I will look at them in their eyes and say, you know what? At some point, I'm going to have to just jump the barricade in WWE, fuck that brass ring, and make my name for myself if they're not going to offer me a contract. So this is probably exactly what he was thinking. I got to go out there and show these people what I'm about.
Yeah, but you can't find that brass ring. You said it's not real.
It's theoretical.
Did you say you want to have 6?
6 or 7 little lowercase e's? Sure.
Wait, why would you want to have X-Pac as your kid?
No, Skeeter, no.
Are you trying to adopt 6 from the NWO?
Is that possible?
I don't see why not. I think you can adopt anybody if you want to. You could adopt me.
I would never adopt you. I can't keep up with your diapers. But, you know, it would be very cool if I could adopt someone like 6. That would be sick. To me, go out there and, you know, he's older than me and, you know, been in this business a little bit longer. And I'd put him over my knee and I'd say, I'm going to beat your ass, 6. You talk back to your father. You know, that's actually not, now that I'm picturing it, I would like to be Sean Waltman's dad.
I think that'd be great. We could start a petition online. We could get people to sign it, or people could start letting people know that Marky Xtreme wants to adopt 6.
I think everybody listening right now should go on Twitter, tweet Sean 6 Waltman and tell him that please let Marky Xtreme adopt you.
This is wonderful, bringing families together that aren't even families, and it might be a reluctant process, but this is a beautiful thing.
You know what else is a beautiful thing, Skeeter? Our sick motherfucking t-shirts over at our Pro Wrestling Tee Store. Skeeter, tell the fine listeners a little bit about our sick shirts over our Pro Wrestling Tee Store.
Oh, they're great. I don't know if they're sick, because that makes me think like there's barf and stuff on them, but
no, I meant like that's sick.
Oh yeah, like, oh, what's wrong with you? I'm sick. Barf.
Oh, fucking just continue with it.
Oh, there's great t-shirts. ProWrestlingTees.com/OYM show is going to take you to all your favorite wrestling tees. You're going to see the Backyard Bro shirt. You're going to see it's the Japanese style shirt, the King of Backyard style, which was the Shinsuke Nacho Mama shirt and
Nakababi.
Sorry, pancakes. You can get that shirt, and that's a cool shirt. There's the Marky Xtreme Cruise shirt. There's the Mark E Xtreme shirt, the classic that he's wearing all the time. He's wearing it now. It's such a great shirt. There's countless shirts.
Yep. If you want to rock one of our 6 shirts and cover your weird ass torso, then march your happy ass over right now to prowrestlingtees.com/OIM show and hit a Kenzo Nakaluki super kick to that shopping cart button.
Well, he probably does do a super kick here and there, but that brings me to my next point is Minoru Suzuki's finishers are the Gotch Pile Driver and the Rear Naked Choke. Now, I don't understand that move.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't because you don't pay attention in Backyard Wrestling Academy.
Yeah, but who's got to be naked? Is it got to be the person or is it got to be the rear? Do you have to have your rear out?
No,
to choke
Skeeter,
it?
that's not the rear naked. Fuck. This is why, Skeeter. This is why you get fired constantly. This is why you're never going to have a first match because you don't pay attention. And every time I'm like, okay, time everybody for rear naked choke lessons, you pull your fucking pants down.
Naked. Rear.
Yes, and we're in a time now, Skeeter, where we could get lawsuited for that. And I can't afford any more lawsuits.
But it doesn't make sense. If it's called Rear Naked Choke.
You're a liability, Skeeter.
I didn't lie once.
I hate you. I hate you.
I love you.
No, you don't.
More than 6 would.
No, that's not true. 6 is going to respect the fuck out of me. And we're going to have the best Christmas. I'm going to sit him on my goddamn lap while I drink beer and he drinks hot chocolate. And I'm going to look him in his eyes and I'm going to say, 6, one day you're going to do big things.
When's his birthday?
I don't give a fuck. My son's birthday is going to be every day.
When's my birthday?
You were born in a test tube, so you don't have a birthday. Get over it, fucker.
Marky Xtreme, do you think wrestling needs more choking?
Sure. You know, anything that instills more pain in this business, I'm all for, Skeeter. More weapons, more blood, more tits, more choking. Give me it all, man. You know, that's why this business is heading in the direction it's in, is because it's going away from what people like the most. Violence, attitude era, blood, guts, gore. Shit.
Well, I think it goes in fun directions sometimes. I mean, we got the New Day with pancakes, and that's fun. I like fun.
If you're a fucking preschooler who likes getting stickers and fucking chicken pox, then yeah, that's very fucking exciting. But you know what? I'm an adult man, grown-ass man, bills to pay, and I want to be entertained at night. I want to fucking go to bed with the thoughts of fucking Trish Stratus, big old honkers and all in my head. Not fucking Big E's big-ass honkers. It's a big difference, Skeeter. You know, this business, you know, I'm worried. I'm worried about my business.
Toll ride.
Skeeter, I swear to God. You're fired again.
I'm double fired?
You're double fired, so you're going to have to double fucking beg your job back by the end of this episode.
Oh, all right. Remain professional. In 2010, Suzuki returned to New Japan Pro Wrestling and has been fighting for championships and in tournaments against a bunch of people that, well, I guess at this point I should probably just stop mentioning by name because they're Japanese and you probably don't know who they are, right?
No, I know all of them.
You know all of them?
If they're listening, I know all of you. Okay, Skeeter, I don't want to offend anybody. Jesus Christ.
All right, Hiroku Goto. Do you like him?
100%, yeah. Respect him, yes.
Okada,
yep. One of the best.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Kanamani, yes. Up there, man. Top 10.
Tetsuya Naito.
1990s. Yep. That's where he was.
What's your favorite thing about him?
You know, he comes out there and he's got the best quads in Japan. Hands down, best quads in Japan. And I respect
that true?
him. Yeah. Ask Meltzerman.
I thought he had the best eye because he always opens up his eye real big.
Well, you don't know. You're not looking hard enough.
I would think I am because I'm looking in his eye and that's where he's always opening it up to look at and not the quad. He never points at his quads.
Well, You're looking in the wrong places, Skeeter. Continue. I got nothing else to say about these talented people.
Well, recently Minoru Suzuki fought Jon Moxley for the United States Championship at the New Beginning in Osaka on February 9th. That's pretty exciting because you know who Jon Moxley is.
Yeah, I know fucking who Jon Moxley is. And if one more motherfucker tweets me or comments like, you look like Jon Moxley, you look like Jon Moxley, I'm getting really sick of it because I was Marky Xtreme before Jon Moxley was a little sperm in his daddy's nutsack. You know, so wait, how old is Jon Moxley?
I don't know. How old are you?
I'm 33.
Oh, then he's probably 33.
Shit. Well, we'll figure it out. But I get sick of people saying that. So yes, Skeeter, I know who fucking Jon Moxley is.
Okay, everybody, stop tweeting Marky Xtreme and saying that. Instead, you heard him. Instead, email OnYourMarkShow
No, that
at gmail.com that he looks like Jon Moxley.
Oh, what's that? The alarm going off of Skeeter's a fucking asshole.
You have an alarm for that?
Yep. And it goes off all the time.
What about smog detector? You got one of them too?
Who needs a smog detector?
When you worry about smog.
I got nothing to say to this.
Can I get a Skeeter's an a-hole detector? Because I want to know, so I have it around me at all times in case I know I'm not being appropriate. And then I go, oh, that I heard it. I better straighten up.
Yeah, you want a Skeeter detector? It's every time I hit you in the back of the head with a steel chair.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I hear that alarm a lot. Currently, Minoru Suzuki is battling in one of New Japan Pro Wrestling's greatest events, the G1 Climax.
Ah, yeah, Climax. That's what she said, right?
Who said it? Did your mom say that?
Oh no, it's my girlfriend. She's like, oh, you talk about a G1 Climax. She said that.
Oh, she watches New Japan Pro Wrestling? That's exciting. I've been wanting to watch it with somebody. You never want to watch it.
I don't want to watch anything with you, Skeeter. No, but she sure as hell watches. I'll show her something from Japan, some kind of something from the Orientals, and you got dang talk about a climax. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I don't know what you mean.
Like, you got Skeeter. You need to bang a chick.
What? No, I do not like intergender matches, and I do not want to. I do not want to hit women. Do not want to bang them upside their head or bang them in the stomach or rear naked choke them.
Skeeter, real talk.
Okay.
When are you?
I'm ready.
Stop. When are you going to have sex with a woman?
When we're married.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
I do not want to live in sin.
Man, you're no fun. You are no fun.
What? Is that what's fun to you, to have premarital relations?
Because, you can't. It feels good. I like things that feel good. Like banging. I like, laying in a goddamn bathtub of Twinkies. I like fucking laying in the backyard in the sun with my pecker out in my private time. I like stuff that feels good. Why has that got to be a sin? Why has it got to be a sin to feel good?
Well, I think you should know why. Because it's against the rules of the commanders.
Oh, well, you know what? Maybe I'm sinning a little bit. Maybe when I, take my last chair shot to the head and I die, maybe going to hell. But you know what? Hell's coming soon in the Backyard Wrestling Entertainment, Skeeter. And I'm talking about one hell in particular. Hell in a Taco Bell. Skeeter, tell them about our upcoming event coming to the nearest Taco Bell.
Hell in a Taco Bell is one of, if not the biggest event of backyard wrestling entertainment. Annually, it happens whenever Hell in a Cell happens in WWE, and it's monumental at the local Taco Bell.
The one that's on the corner.
Yes, at the local Taco Bell, the one on the corner. The entire world of BWE invades for as much time before the cops are called, where a small Hell in a Cell type structure is brought in, and each competitor, Marky Xtreme and this month Hillbilly Tim, will be fighting tooth, nail, and taco and going at it for the BWE championship, but card subject to change because Marky Xtreme is currently retired.
That's right. You know, the rumor is I might come out of retirement, but that's still on the table. But Hell in a Taco Bell, it's a fan favorite event in backyard wrestling entertainment. We bring a dog cage into the Taco Bell, and the loser is the person that gets thrown in and locked into the cage. And yes, we've been banned from several Taco Bells, which pisses me off because Taco Bell is so good. Not a sponsor, but we'd be glad to take your sponsorship money. But we will be at the Taco Bell on the corner in a couple weeks for BWE Hell in a Taco Bell.
That's right. Get your tickets to Taco Bell in a Cell now. Before... Oh, man, I messed it up again.
Just fucking go on with the episode.
Okay, look... what do you think the chances of Minoru Suzuki are of winning the New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax?
Oh boy, Skeeter, can I be real?
I hope so.
I don't really care. I don't know. And I'm not even going to tell you to stop this recording. I'm not familiar with the product. I'm busy. I run a company. I run a school. I run shake weight classes. I run the train on Tammy, and I'm frequently in Applebee's, and so my time is spread very thin. But Skeeter, what do you think his chances are?
Oh, I think his chances are excellent. I mean, there's a lot of great competitors that are fighting in this one. This is probably the toughest G1 Climax of all time. You got Will Ospreay in there. You got Switchblade Jay White. You got Ishii. You got Okada. You got Jeff Cobb. I mean, who do you think's going to take it out of some of those names I mentioned?
Oh, that one. The one you said. Yeah, for sure.
You think so? You think they're going to take it?
He's taking it.
Oh, that's
I hope
great.
he's listening. Go, boy. You got it.
Oh, you think they do for real?
Probably. I mean,
what move they going to do to win it?
That the slip, the one where they slip and then kick it up.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yep.
That is a good one. Mm-hmm. I didn't even mention Juice Robinson and Sonata.
Freshly squeezed.
And even Hideo Itami, who's now Kenta.
Okay.
I could tell you're excited. And it's going to be great.
I'm so pumped. And, if this demographic, if this audience of, the fans are listening, yes, Mark E. Xtreme is so pumped. Really and truthfully don't really know who any of these guys are, because they don't titillate my tits and interest. It ain't the NWO. It ain't fucking Goldberg and CM Punk. And it ain't cool ass shit like that. So I don't really.
You don't think it's cool? You didn't see
Oh, did you hear me? I'm sorry. I wasn't talking to you, Skeeter. I wasn't fucking talking to you.
Oh, could you put up the hand? That always helps.
Yeah.
That's a finger.
hand. This is a middle finger.
Yeah, but I said the hand. Like talk to the hand.
I was too tired to put the whole hand up, so you just get one finger.
That makes sense. You do a lot of work. Mark Xtreme, I think you got to see this match between Minoru Suzuki and Tomohiro Ishii, the Stone Pitbull, because it is hard hitting. They are hitting each other as hard as they can It is Japanese strong style at its best, and they're just slapping each other constantly. This is a slap fight.
As hard as they can. Really?
I assume so.
I mean, you can't tell me it's the hardest they can hit. I mean, they
I don't know if it's
hold
the
that.
hardest you can hit.
Say
you
what?
can hit real hard.
That's
I
right.
said, I don't know. I think it's worth watching. Maybe fans gonna send you videos of these guys, and you can watch them and you can
Don't
comment on
send me
them on
videos.
Twitter.
Don't send me videos. Don't send me things, unless it's to praise me and tell me how good I am. And especially stop sending me fucking tweets that say toll ride and all this bullshit. Skeeter, I'm so over you. You've been fired twice in this episode, so wrap up with your research and then you got to beg for your fucking job back.
Oh, all right. Well, my research is done, and I think this was a great episode on a legendary Japanese wrestler, Minoru Suzuki. He's done so much for pancakes and choking rears nakedly, and he's won all these different titles. He's been the Triple Crown champion twice and a tag team champion. He's had so many titles, the Intercontinental Championship. It's amazing. It's just really amazing to see what happens and when worlds are brought together with wrestling and we intercontinent them together, because I think that's what that word means. So can I have my job back?
No, you haven't begged. What are you going to do for me this week?
I'm not going to pull a winner out of the hat because we already got a winner for WWE Battlegrounds from On Your Mark 10K Go, so that's done.
Are you going to do my chores?
Yes, I will throw away all the salads that your mom prepared for you so that way you can lose some weight as per her advice, because you broke the kitchen chair.
Good. And tell her I ate them.
I will tell her you ate them, and I'll describe everything that's in the salad so you can tell her what was in it when she quizzes you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I will wash your dishes. I will change your sheets. I will clean them if you'd like me to. I know you don't like it.
Don't need it.
Okay, it's just hygienic to do.
It's like a baseball glove. It gets worn, and once it gets that, gets that right feel, smell, and texture, I don't want to change it. I don't want to ruin it.
I can off air secretly not reveal it, shave your back, because that's helpful.
I don't need you to do that.
But you do though.
No.
But yes.
No.
But yes. But
no. No.
Hey, shh, hush, hush. No, you don't. But yeah.
Hey, hush, hush. Shut the fuck up.
It knots up back there. It's crazy. I've never seen that happen.
Well, I'm a grown ass man.
Must be nice. It must be nice. Okay, I'm a job back.
Skeeter Skyflyer, you're officially rehired to Backyard Wrestling Entertainment.
Wait, is that full though? Because you fired me twice.
That's the first one. This is the second one.
Skeeter, please have my job back.
Skeeter Skyflyer, you've got the second half of your job back to Backyard Wrestling Entertainment. So that's two.
Can I get paid now?
No, fuck no, never.
That's negotiating, folks. It's tough. It's tough with the champ, Marky Xtreme, the champ of podcasts, and hopefully someday the king of pancakes. I'd love to see that myself.
Yeah, I'm an Applebee's kind of guy. IHOP can go fuck themselves.
Okay. Well, we're always taking new sponsors, so IHOP, you can always jump on too if you want. You can IHOP on board. So I'm Skeeter Skyflyer, and speaking on behalf of Marky Xtreme, we're best friends and we love each other. And this is the best episode ever. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week.
Dragon Wagon.